I went to my library. One thing, I visit at least 2 or 3 times a week. But my library today had a book sale. Now I went last time and it was a complete dud. I walked out the door with nothing. This week, or this year, or this, they do it 4 times a year. This time, I did not expect to go that crazy. I went crazy, you guys. I went crazy. So the doors opened at 9. I got there at 8:56. There was people lined up at the door. The guy was pulling it, and he'd wait like 30 seconds more, he'd pull it again. He kept pulling it. Then they unlocked the doors, and I just saw people flying. So I went to look in one section, which I shouldn't have, and I wish I looked in the section that I always find a lot of stuff, and I found a girl who had like a bunch of good books in her hand, and I'm like, argh. And then I saw another lady, and I'm just like, argh. Like, I always check out the paperbacks, because paperbacks at my book sale are 50 cents, and hardcover are $1. And I saw The Woman by Krista Hanna for $1. I'm like, really? I wanted to get that, but I didn't see it, and I'm just like, ugh. So the next one's in June. So I'm going to share with you guys what I got. So I'm going to start with the kids' books first. So they have it where if you grab a bag, yes, I'm from Wisconsin. I thought I heard a alarm. You grab a bag and you fill it up for $2. Now there really wasn't anything. I don't really like looking at a lot of kids' books because my kids have a ton. I found out that I have a whole tote that I tried selling at my garage sale. Did not sell it. So they take donations. So if you guys donate to your library, your books that you don't want, they will gladly take them, and that money goes towards your library. And I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to donate all my books that I don't want, or put them in the little free libraries, to the library, because that money goes towards something better than what Goodwill does. So, just saying. And Goodwill wants $5 for a book. Yeah. So, let me share with you guys what I got. So, I left them. Okay. So, the first 3 that I found that I decided, I feel like I got more books than this. The first 3 that I found were dork diaries. Now, my daughter's 5, and she'll tell you she's 5.5, but she just really wants to start collecting dork diaries, and I'm okay with that. My son is obsessed with collecting the Captain Underpants books, Dogman, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He's obsessed with Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So I'm like, you know what, she wants to feel included. So my goal is to find all the dork diaries and the Babysitter Club books from just thrifting and stuff like that. So I ended up getting book... And I gotta make a list. Like, I have an Amazon list of all the books that I need to find while I'm thrifting. Like, I won't pay full price for them, but I will pay the thrifting price for them. But I ended up getting book number 3, Tale from Not So Talented Pop Star. So I gotta make a list of what ones we have, because I know I have a duplicate of one of them already. This is number 2, Tales from a Not So Popular Party. And then Charlotte's obsessed with gold. So we got this one. This is number 7, Tales from a Not So Glam TV Star. So I'm pretty excited. They're little, I mean, they're a little bit more for her to read, but I'm just excited. I'm excited for her to start reading. So I got those, and then I also got, I think I got 5 kid books total for $2. Like, you can't go wrong. I ended up getting the Diary of the Awesome Friendly Kid. Now Ben has these in paperback, but he really wanted it in hardcover, and I'm like, we're gonna get it. If he has this one already, I can always give it to somebody else or something like that. But this one looks like it was barely even, it was never opened. Brand new. So got that. So I got another kid's book actually. And then they had a Dogman one, which we already had, so I didn't grab that. I found this one for Ben. He loves Legos, he loves sharks. So this is a Super Sharks, a Lego adventure in the real world. It says it's full of stickers, but the kid who owned this book previously put the stickers everywhere. But I'm not complaining. I got it. And then I see this book everywhere I go. I see it all the time when I go to like thrift stores. And I'm like, okay, what it is. It's a graphic novel, you guys. It's a graphic novel called Smile. And I thought, it's kind of cute. I've seen the kids at school looking at something like this. So I grabbed it. Actually, I kind of want to read it. So I might read it, but I thought that'd be a good book for Charlotte. So I got that for her, or the kids. And then let me share with you guys what I got. So the first book I got is something on my things that keep following me everywhere I go. I ended up getting this book, The Idea of You. Now this book is available on Kindle Unlimited. But I am so excited for this book. Now, this was a movie that came out last summer. It's with Anne Hathaway, and I can't remember his name, but she's like older, and she starts dating like a younger pop star, and like people give him crap because she's much older than him. But it's the cutest little story, and I'm like, I definitely want to read it. I definitely want to read it. So I was super excited to see this. Super excited because this has been on my TBR, to be read list for a while. So I'm definitely going to read it a lot sooner because my library, Libby, has this audiobook always available. So I like to read and listen at the same time. So yes. And then I found Crossroads. Now, I have another one of this series, and I can't remember what one it is. I think it's, oh, I don't remember. I don't know, but there is, this is a different one, but I thought for 50 cents, you can't go wrong. So these books cost me 50 cents for the paperback, but I'm like, I love it, and I really love the feel of this. So I'm like, I can read it. If I don't like it, I can always give it away or something like that. The next book I found, and I couldn't believe, like, how good these books are. Like, how good these books are for 50 cents. I ended up getting My Favorite Half Night Stand by Christina Lauren. I've never heard of this book of hers. I have read one of her books, and I thought it was hilarious. It was a long time ago, but I'm like, we're gonna read it. And there's an audiobook of it too, so definitely gonna go ahead and do that. The next book I got is The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I'm like, okay, this looks good. There's one book of hers that I do have. I think it's the guest list. But I really want to read it, and I'm like, we're gonna give this one a try. We're gonna give this one a try. And again, I'm a sucker for the feel of this book. It's like a velvet, whatever. I just love it. And again, I have a lot of my neighbors that borrow books and friends that borrow books, so I'm just a library. And then the next one I got is Jamie McGuire book. The one that she's most known for is The Beautiful Disaster, and I've been wanting to read that for a while. I actually got that book at one of the library book sales that I went to. So I ended up getting this one just to see how well it is. I mean, it's 50 cents. 50 cents, and I plan on getting a free little library opened up this summer. But yeah, From Here to You. So I thought, we're gonna try it. And I added all of these to see if there is audiobooks for all this stuff. So we got that. So that was all the paperbacks. You guys, $2.50. $2.50. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Then I was looking in the hardcover section, which I never do, and I'm so glad I did. And then another section that I looked in was the autobiographies. So my goal this year, and you guys will have to watch like my reading video that I'm thinking while I'm making this video. I'm going to make a video about my reading journey. But I have made it where I'm going to read a Christmas book once a month because there's so many Christmas books. And then I'm also reading a autobiography once a month, and then maybe a nonfiction if I can't find an autobiography. So I ended up finding this one. This one is Dinner for Vampires, Life on a Culty TV Show. This is from Bethany Joy Lenz. I can't remember what her name was in One Tree Hill all of a sudden. But she was in One Tree Hill, and I love that show. And this is actually on my waiting list for the library because there's a long wait for it. So, and this is book of the month, so this is perfect for my subscription. But I got this for $1. So now I'm pretty excited to read this book. I've already read my autobiography nonfiction book already for this month, so I'm definitely going to save this for next month. I also got another Christina Lauren, The Paradise Problem, and the old ladies that do the checkout, she's like, I read this, I really enjoyed it, and I'm just like, okay, she read it. So this has like library packaging on it. I might cut the library packaging off, I don't know, because I kind of don't want like the thing that says my DeForest library, because I live in near DeForest, but I'm just like, I don't know. But I'm pretty excited to look at that book, so I got that one. I got another book of the month one. This one I've heard a lot of things about, and what really got me is the picture. I think the picture is absolutely gorgeous. It is Alice Feeney. I have never read this book, but it's called Beautiful Ugly, and I'm just like, it looks interesting because I was reading it and it just, something happened, but author Grady Green is having the worst day ever of his life. His wife came home with exciting news. Well, she ends up like getting in a car accident, and then his wife disappeared, and I'm just like, yes. And I'm trying to open up to get more different books, but I absolutely love it. And it's a book of the month. This one came out in December 2024. The vampire one came out in November 2024, so they're fairly new. And then I've seen this one like crazy. I have heard this one, I have seen so many times. I think it's a nonfiction, what it is. I think it's a nonfiction, but I have heard this so many times, and I was reading the description of it, and I don't know if it's an autobiography or not, but from reading like the little info on the tab, it sounds really interesting. It's about, you know, it's about women. So I'm definitely gonna read that. I don't know if it's a feminist book or not, that it doesn't bother me, but it's just something about women, and I've heard nothing but good things for this, so yes, you know, I want to read that. And the book's in perfect condition. Perfect condition. And then the last book I got is a Anna Todd book. Now, I got back to reading because of her. I read After. Well, I saw the movie After, and my friend's like, you know, there's a book on that series, and I'm like, what? So I bought After. I read all 5 of those books in less than a week, and I've read that series at least 3 to 4 times. That's how much I love After. Like, people slam on that movie, but I absolutely love it, and that's what got me to read again. So then after that, I'm like, I'm gonna try some other books, and I started reading other TV series, like, you know, P.S. I Love You, or no, To All the Boys I Once Loved, and then The Summer I Turned Pretty. Yeah, but anyways, I just got down the rabbit hole. But anyways, I found this one. This one's called The Falling. I think this one's the first book. I ended up getting The Burning at a discount store, and I thought, well, I do definitely want to get the second one to it. And I'm like, the one that I have is a paperback, and this one's a hardcover. And I'm like, you know what? That's okay. For $1, you can't complain. For $1, you can't complain. So again, I want to take off the plastic off of this, or you know what, I kind of want to get some of this plastic for myself, but can't go wrong with that. So I ended up getting 5 hardcover books, so that was $5. So that was all that I got just for my library haul. I could not believe all the stuff I found. I could not believe it. I'm like so excited for everything that I found. We are going on vacation in a few weeks, and I found out there's a store that we're going to that has everything for $1.25, and I'm gonna go crazy. I'm excited to go to a $1.25 store, and no, it's not the Dollar Tree. It is a book warehouse for $1.25. And then I'm bringing a box with me because I told the husband I want to bring the box with me so I can put more books in there when we're on our road trip, so it's like stuff doesn't get squished or anything, so it keeps it all nice, because I'm very particular about how my books are handled. But yes, I am super excited with everything that I got today. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting the find that I found. Like, I was jealous about the one girl finding one book and I couldn't see what else she had in her hand, and then I was jealous about the older lady who had the other book. But I made up for it. It totally made my day. So if you guys enjoy this and you guys want to know about books and all that fun, I love saving money on books. Like, I'm waiting for my bookshelf, but I gotta get my house cleaned up before I get my bookshelf. But I just want to give you guys a heads up. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.